Archibald Primrose 1894-1895. Archibald Philip Primrose, the 5th Earl of Rosebery, was a prominent British statesman and political figure who played a significant role in late 19th century politics. Born on May 7, 1847, Primrose hailed from an aristocratic Scottish family with a rich lineage. Known for his charisma, intelligence, and diplomatic skills, he rose to prominence within the political arena, eventually serving as the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom from 1894 to 1895. Archibald Primrose, commonly known as Lord Rosebery, was a member of the Liberal Party. His political career was marked by a series of accomplishments, including his service as Foreign Secretary and later as the leader of the Liberal Party. Beyond his political achievements, Lord Rosebery was also an avid sports enthusiast and played a crucial role in the development of British horse racing. To truly understand Archibald Primrose's significance during 1894 to 1895, it's crucial to delve into the broader historical context of the time. The late 19th century was a period characterized by rapid social, economic, and political transformations. The Victorian era, marked by the reign of Queen Victoria, was a time of industrialization, imperial expansion, and evolving social structures. In 1894, when Archibald Primrose assumed the role of Prime Minister, the United Kingdom was grappling with various challenges. The political landscape was shaped by issues such as the Irish Home Rule, imperialistic ambitions, and tensions arising from economic disparities. The international stage witnessed geopolitical changes, including rising tensions between major European powers and the competition for global dominance. Additionally, the late 19th century witnessed the emergence of new ideas and movements, including the women's suffrage movement, as well as advancements in technology and science. These broader historical dynamics provided the backdrop against which Archibald Primrose navigated his political career, making his tenure as Prime Minister particularly noteworthy and influential. Archibald Philip Primrose was born into a prestigious and ancient Scottish family with a rich aristocratic heritage. The Primrose family, with roots tracing back centuries, held the title of Earls of Rosebery. As the 5th Earl, Archibald inherited not only a distinguished title but also a legacy of service and responsibility. The Primrose family had a long-standing tradition of engagement in politics and public service. This familial background played a pivotal role in shaping Archibald's aspirations and instilling in him a sense of duty towards the greater good. The family's influence in the political and social spheres of Scotland provided Archibald with a unique vantage point, exposing him to the intricacies of high society and governance from an early age. Archibald Primrose's education during the late 19th century reflected the standards and values of the British aristocracy. He received his early education at home under the guidance of private tutors, a common practice among the upper class during that era. Subsequently, he attended Eton College, an elite institution that has historically educated many members of the British aristocracy and political leaders. His education at Eton played a crucial role in shaping both his intellectual capabilities and his social network. The exposure to classical literature, philosophy, and the arts provided him with a well-rounded education that would later prove beneficial in his political career. Additionally, the friendships and connections formed at Eton would become valuable assets in his future endeavors. After Eton, Archibald continued his education at Christ Church, Oxford, another institution synonymous with the British elite. At Oxford, he further honed his intellectual abilities and engaged in the intellectual debates and discussions of the time. This educational background equipped him with the skills and knowledge necessary for a successful political career. Archibald Primrose's character and values were shaped by a combination of familial influences, educational experiences, and exposure to the prevailing social and political ideologies of the late 19th century. The ethos of public service, instilled in him through his family's legacy, guided his commitment to contributing to the welfare of the nation. The intellectual environment at Oxford, with its emphasis on critical thinking and academic pursuits, fostered a mindset of inquiry and open-mindedness. These qualities would later become evident in Primrose's approach to political challenges and decision-making. Furthermore, the cultural and societal changes of the late 19th century, including the rise of liberal thought and the impact of the Industrial Revolution, influenced his political philosophy. Archibald Primrose's early years were marked by exposure to the evolving social dynamics and emerging ideologies that would shape the political landscape of the era. The late 19th century was a period of profound political transformations, marked by the rise of new ideologies, imperialistic ambitions, and the continuous evolution of global power dynamics. In Britain, the political landscape was characterized by a dynamic interplay of forces, including the liberal and conservative parties, each representing distinct socio-political perspectives. During this era, Britain faced numerous challenges both domestically and internationally. Domestically, issues such as labor unrest, demands for social reforms, and the question of Irish Home Rule were prominent on the political agenda. Internationally, imperial competition with other European powers, particularly Germany, and the ongoing consequences of the scramble for Africa heightened geopolitical tensions. The late 19th century witnessed intense competition among European powers for global dominance. Britain, as the leading imperial power, faced challenges from rising powers such as Germany. This period saw the expansion of imperial territories, economic interests, and military influence, contributing to heightened geopolitical tensions. The question of Irish Home Rule was a contentious issue in British politics during the late 19th century. The Liberal Party, to which Archibald Primrose belonged, was divided on this matter. The push for Irish self-governance and the opposition to it created political turmoil, shaping alliances and influencing political dynamics. The late 19th century was marked by economic shifts, including the impact of the Long Depression. Economic challenges, coupled with social unrest and labor strikes, added complexity to the political climate, demanding innovative policy responses from political leaders. The period was characterized by intricate diplomatic maneuvers, alliances, and negotiations. The balance of power in Europe was a delicate issue, and political leaders had to navigate complex relationships to maintain stability and safeguard national interests. Archibald Primrose's political career saw a steady rise to prominence within the Liberal Party. His early roles, including serving as Under Secretary of State for the Home Department, marked the beginning of his political journey. His ability to navigate internal party dynamics and contribute to policy discussions led to increased recognition. Prior to his tenure as Prime Minister, Primrose held the position of Foreign Secretary. His diplomatic skills were put to the test in managing Britain's international relations during a period of geopolitical tensions. As the leader of the Liberal Party, he played a crucial role in shaping the party's agenda and policies. Archibald Primrose assumed the role of Prime Minister in 1894. His leadership coincided with a challenging period in British and global politics. While in office, he faced the complex task of addressing issues such as Irish Home Rule, economic challenges, and maintaining a delicate balance in international relations. Archibald Primrose's journey to political prominence was marked by a combination of familial connections, educational background, and a natural aptitude for political maneuvering. His aristocratic lineage and upbringing within the political and social elite provided him with a foundation for entering the world of politics. His early education at Eton and Oxford further refined his intellect and instilled in him the values and knowledge necessary for a successful political career. Primrose's ascent within the political ranks began with his election as Member of Parliament, MP, for Haddingtonshire in 1868. Over the subsequent years, he demonstrated his political acumen, earning appointments to various government positions. His roles as Under Secretary of State for the Home Department and Lord Privy Seal showcased his administrative capabilities and commitment to public service. Foreign Secretary, 1886. One of Archibald Primrose's significant achievements was his appointment as Foreign Secretary in 1886 under Prime Minister William Gladstone. In this capacity, he played a crucial role in managing Britain's diplomatic relations during a period of heightened international tensions, particularly in Europe. Leadership of the Liberal Party. Primrose's leadership of the Liberal Party marked a pivotal phase in his political career. As the party leader, he steered its agenda and policies, striving to maintain unity in the face of internal divisions, particularly regarding the Irish Home Rule. His ability to navigate these challenges showcased his leadership skills. Prime Ministership, 1894 to 1895. The pinnacle of Primrose's political career came with his appointment as the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom in 1894. During his brief tenure, he faced a range of complex issues, including economic challenges, social unrest, and the Irish question. His pragmatic approach to governance and diplomatic finesse were evident in his efforts to address these issues. Legislation and social reforms. While in office, Primrose's government pursued legislative measures aimed at addressing social and economic concerns. Although his time as Prime Minister was relatively short, he advocated for policies that sought to improve working conditions and respond to the changing socio-economic landscape of the late 19th century. Internal party divisions. Throughout his political career, Archibald Primrose faced challenges related to internal divisions within the Liberal Party. The question of Irish Home Rule, in particular, created rifts among party members. Navigating these divisions required diplomatic skill and strategic decision-making to maintain party cohesion. Geopolitical tensions. As Foreign Secretary and later as Prime Minister, Primrose grappled with the complexities of international relations during a period of geopolitical tensions. The balance of power in Europe and imperial rivalries presented diplomatic challenges that required careful negotiation to safeguard British interests. Economic and social unrest. The late 19th century witnessed economic difficulties, including the Long Depression and labor strikes. Addressing these challenges posed obstacles for Primrose's government, necessitating a delicate balance between the interests of the working class and those of industrialists and landowners. The late 19th century was a period of significant social and cultural transformations, often referred to as the Victorian era. Society was grappling with the consequences of industrialization, urbanization, and technological advancements. This era was marked by a complex interplay of traditional values and emerging modern sensibilities. The rapid industrialization of the late 19th century brought about profound changes in the structure of society. Urban centers expanded, and a new working class emerged, transforming the traditional agrarian and artisanal nature of communities. This shift had far-reaching implications for social dynamics and class relationships. The late 19th century witnessed the burgeoning women's rights movement. Advocates for women's suffrage and equality were gaining momentum, challenging traditional gender roles. The fight for women's rights was characterized by efforts to secure voting rights, access to education, and improved working conditions. Intellectual movements such as the aesthetic movement and the arts and crafts movement challenged established norms in art, literature, and design. These movements emphasized aesthetic values and craftsmanship, reacting against the perceived soullessness of industrial production. Scientific discoveries and advancements, particularly in the fields of biology, psychology, and physics, were reshaping perceptions of the world. Charles Darwin's theory of evolution, for example, had profound implications for religious beliefs and societal understanding. Archibald Primrose, as a statesman of the late 19th century, was undoubtedly influenced by the prevailing societal norms and cultural trends. His views and responses to these changes reflected both the challenges and opportunities presented by the evolving landscape. Primrose's political career coincided with a period of social and economic challenges, including issues related to labor unrest. His response to these challenges involved a balance between the interests of industrialists and workers, showcasing a pragmatic approach to social reforms aimed at addressing the concerns of the working class. The question of Irish Home Rule was not only a political challenge but also had cultural and nationalist dimensions. Primrose's stance on this issue was influenced by the broader cultural and historical context of Irish nationalism, reflecting his understanding of the complex interplay between politics and identity. As Foreign Secretary and Prime Minister, Primrose navigated the complex terrain of international relations during a period of imperial rivalries. His approach to diplomacy and foreign policy reflected an understanding of the cultural and historical forces shaping global interactions. Like many leaders of his time, Primrose grappled with the tension between traditional values and the forces of modernization. The cultural shifts brought about by industrialization and intellectual movements required a delicate balance in policy decisions that acknowledged both continuity and change. Archibald Primrose, as the 5th Earl of Rosebery, held a prestigious title that carried historical significance. Throughout his political career, he received numerous honorary titles and positions, reflecting the recognition of his contributions to public service. His intellectual pursuits and contributions to public life were acknowledged through honorary degrees and academic recognitions. Universities and academic institutions conferred upon him honorary degrees, showcasing the esteem in which he was held within intellectual and educational circles. Recognition from political peers and contemporaries further highlighted Primrose's standing in the political community. Testimonials and acknowledgments from fellow politicians and leaders underscored the impact of his contributions to British politics. In conclusion, the study of Archibald Primrose's life and the historical period of 1894 to 1895 is not only a journey into the past but also a means of gaining insights that resonate with contemporary challenges. As we delve into the intricacies of this era, we uncover valuable lessons that contribute to a more comprehensive understanding of the complexities inherent in the political, social, and cultural dynamics of the late 19th century. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it informative, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this in the future.